What's going on, everybody? I'm Mike,
I'm Chad.
and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys checking out this video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Airbnb and Tesla. Two big stocks going to the moon today, and we're going to find out why. But before we hop into that, we ask that you guys hit that subscribe button. It helps us out. We're looking to hit our goal. We set a goal of hitting 100 subs by the end of December. Let's see if we can make that happen. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know how YouTube works, but let's figure it out. Let's see if we can do it, and let's get those 100 subs by December, dude. That'd be awesome. But let's hop into it. So Airbnb, man, this thing has been hot since the IPO day, and it had showed a little sign of pullback, and now it's just been nothing to the moon. The reason I'm pretty sure the reason for that is they just opened option trading for it. So now, if you guys don't know what option trading is, that's a whole nother realm of type of trading. You guys can we could talk about that in another video if you guys would like. Just let us know in the comments if you'd like to know that, or just do your own research. Basically, it's like a whole nother type of trading. We'll get into that later. But they opened that, and I think that's causing these prices to go up, to drive up. Yesterday, Tesla was up, or not Tesla,
Airbnb.
Airbnb was up, what, like 7%? Something around there. But right now, pre-market, we're sitting at about 4.3%. I was still waiting a little bit more pullback. I was looking for double digits here to buy into
Uh,
Airbnb, and now I am seriously kicking myself in the butt for not buying
yes,
into this at all.
yesterday it was up 10.5%.
Oh, so yeah, so I was way off, even worse. So ten and a
Yeah.
half percent on top of the
Yeah.
4%. I mean, that's 14% in 2 days. That's huge. That is
Yeah.
absolutely huge. So I'm gonna expect a little bit of. I want to say there's gonna be pullback at some point, man.
There's got to be.
You would think,
But
but maybe people are still buying into this at this price. Who knows?
yeah, I mean, when it opened, it went straight down bad for like at least 3 days, if not four. I can't remember exactly. So, right now is a pretty. I wouldn't say it's a good price. I still think it's overvalued. But I mean, if it just starts going up from here, then I mean, you got to get in at some point, and this is the low point so far. So,
Right. At this point, I feel like I'm chasing it, and that's why I'm not
right.
pulling the trigger yet. I'm. I wish I'd have pulled the trigger. Obviously, you wish second. In hindsight, but nothing you can do about it now. So
Yeah, I bought a little bit yesterday. I think it was yesterday when it was the first green day. I bought just a little bit, not even
right.
like I was just throwing a little bit in there, and I'm when the market opens, I'm going to be up 11%, which is just crazy. So I'm gonna it's got to sell off. You'd think at some point, so then that's when I'm going to be buying more.
Right. Well, with
But
option trading going on, that might just keep the price going. Who knows?
yeah, you never know.
Right. But I still think there's a lot of people who want in. It's just nobody, like, people aren't pulling the trigger yet. But with it gone, with this going up like this, maybe this is the new, support level. Maybe this is where people are gonna pull the trigger and just ride the wave from here. Because with summer coming around the corner, spring, everybody wants to travel. Everybody's leaving. I'm leaving in a week to go to Florida, so bunch of people traveling Airbnb. I think it's going to be the new way to stay, and hotels are
Yeah,
slowly gonna, I'm not going to say slowly die out. There's always going to be those people that are going to stay in the hotels, but
but with the vaccine and stuff coming out, there's people are going to be. I would think by summertime, everything starts calming down, and
right.
perfect time to go on a vacation. So
Yeah,
Airbnb is just gonna
I'm definitely pulling the
blast
trigger
off.
on Airbnb though before vaccines. So the vaccines are obviously starting to roll out, but I'm pulling the trigger on this before the actual spike in vaccine push, and things start to open back up. That's when I'm pulling the trigger on this. maybe
Right.
maybe the beginning of the new year I'll watch it, see how it goes. But sometime, I would definitely say before March, I'm pulling the trigger on Airbnb. I would like, if it sticks to where it's at now, my target price is probably 120, 125 is where I'm going to buy in. If I can get down below 100, even better. But based on where we're at now, I'm going to say 120, 130 is probably my strike point at this, where we're sitting now.
No.
And the next one, Tesla, the big one of the day today and on Monday. This thing, I don't even know what to say about this thing. This thing is going to up 2% pre-market. I feel like this thing's just going to blast off today. Everybody and their brother is going to be trying to smash into this stock before the inclusion. They said that it will make up like 1.5 to 2% of the S&P 500, which is,
Yeah, 2%, and
that's
it was
monstrous.
actually down yesterday. I think 1 to 1.5%. So Yeah, people are going to be buying into this thing like crazy because, like you just said, it's going to make up 2% of the S&P 500, which is
Right.
huge.
I mean,
That's
we look at the
huge.
chart from yesterday, and it was just up, nothing but up. Well, over the last couple days, but sorry, I itch. But yeah, I mean, they just got a new buy rating, or not a buy rating, but like a boost rating for their debt.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So they got a rating boost from the S&P Global Ratings from they were a BB minus to a BB, which
which
pretty
is a
much
good,
in layman's terms just means they can borrow more money at a cheaper rate, which is
right,
obviously going to help them. You know, if more of their money's not going to interest, you know, they can put it towards other things.
right.
Um, but yeah, so the
They're
S&P estimates that. Sorry, go ahead.
no, yeah, I was gonna say they're scheduled to go into. So this whole thing is scheduled to take place Monday morning before the market opens.
Yeah.
So I would expect a lot of movement with Tesla Monday morning. You know,
Yeah, the volume Monday morning is probably going to be
it is
ridiculous
going. It's going to be
because
something we've never seen before. The fact that this, I like, it's just crazy how much this. I think this thing's going to move. You know,
yeah,
they
they're saying they're going to have to buy 130 million shares of Tesla
just
for
for
the
the S and
S&P
P
500.
500.
Right. Yeah, and like I've said before, there's a lot more funds that have the S&P 500 or that have Tesla, you know, other than the S&P 500, you
Right.
know, like Fidelity and Vanguard, and I'm sure a bunch of others have their own funds that kind of mirror the S&P 500, and then any other funds that want to just add it. So it's going to be a lot more than 130
Oh,
million
100%,
shares.
100%. And that's the
But yeah,
thing.
and
Like,
then
go ahead.
I was just going to say that at the price it's at now, that would be $85 billion
Right.
just to buy in for the S&P 500.
Right. Especially
That's
at
just crazy.
655 where we're at now. Could you like this thing? Imagine if this thing hits 700. Like, I would not be surprised. It does not take much to move it to the 700. I would not be surprised if this thing hit 700 Monday morning.
Yeah,
But
I agree with that because I mean, you look at it now, it's only up 1.7% pre-market, and that's $12. It's only
right,
up, you know, less than 2%. It's $12. So it
right,
doesn't have to go up much, and it's
right.
going to be at $700.
And that's the and like with it going up that much, my concern is a huge pullback after the inclusion. So I'm going to be watching very carefully because I'm not going to lose all these huge profits. Um,
Right.
I'm going to watch for a pullback, and then you can. I would almost expect it because these people are buying high.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people just buying in just to make a quick profit from the S&P 500 inclusion. So they're going to be buying before, and then you know they're going to sell it right after just for a
Right.
quick profit. So yeah, it's gonna be a there's going to be a pullback for sure. How much I don't know. It all depends on how much it goes up.
Right. I'd love to be wrong too. I'd love for this thing to not pull back and just go to the
Yeah,
moon. But
I mean the hype might just keep continuing all through Monday, and then even until Tuesday, and
right.
then you know
I mean
then you might have just a little bit of pullback.
The Tesla price prediction, like there's people out there saying this thing's only worth $80. So that kind of
Yeah.
concerns me. Some people are saying this thing's worth $3,000. So
Right. Yeah.
at this point, who knows, honestly. So it could literally go up, it could go down, who knows. But I would definitely keep an eye on it for Monday morning. If you guys aren't already into these things, you know what, keep an eye on them. That's what we here.
And
That's what we're here for. We try to give you guys our information, what we know, to kind of give you guys a heads up. But Chewy. The last couple videos we've done about Chewy, it's just been blast off today, and I'm pretty sure they're up again pre-market today.
yeah, just 0.3%, but I
Right,
mean,
but that's better than down. So,
right.
but that pretty much wraps up this video. Again, we're just gonna throw this in here real quick. This is not financial advice. We're just a couple guys on YouTube. Do your own research, and that pretty much wraps up this video. If you guys like what you see, hit that like, share, subscribe, that notification bell. We try to drop videos every morning and every night. We try to kind of do a wrap of what happened for the day or pre-market and anything that's going on that's kind of causing some newsworthy buzz. But if you guys are into that kind of stuff, hit that subscribe button. Again, we're aiming for that 100 subs by the end of December. See what happens. But that wraps up this video. See you guys in the next one.